this is the sign. I just went numb.
So you left racing. What made you decide to leave?
It was a really painful decision. It was really expensive, and I basically got to the point where I wasn't able to get the sponsorship dollars I needed, like the millions of dollars I needed to race frequently enough at the level I wanted to and on the caliber of team I wanted to. So I was no longer racing to try to win. It was just like racing
for the love of the game.
Yeah.
Which you can't really afford.
But it was, which I can't afford, but also like when you are in equipment that you know can't win, it's a different mental
it's like 70% car, 30% racer?
No, I think it's more than like you can have a mediocre car and a great racer can probably do decently well with it, but it's really hard. Like the car is very important. The equipment is important. The people who make the decision of what to change on the car in a pit stop are really important.
Yeah.
Like, and the teams that cost the most are going to have the best talent, have the best equipment, have the most extra equipment to use. So I wasn't able to race the way I wanted to. I was clearly not able to get to the financial level that I wanted to be at as a racer. And I was getting a little bored in my day-to-day, constantly trying to get sponsorship and not working, and not working. And I knew that eventually I'd want to probably have a family. And so I would probably be stopping eventually anyway. And so thinking about future Julia and Ben, would continuing to chase the dream to stop in a few years, like, was that worth it?
Mm-hmm.
And journaled a lot about, thought a lot about it, talked with my family and Ben and everything, and just decided that when sponsorship I thought I was going to get for about 5 races in our second highest series fell through in January when the first race was supposed to be in March, it was like, this is the sign. And I'll never forget, I was in the bathroom, I read the email, it was like, actually, we're not going to do this. We were on like 11th red line of the contract. Like we'd started designing the suit and everything. Like it was like almost there.
You get to design your own suit?
Yeah, to a certain degree, or with the sponsor or whoever.
I would love that.
Yeah, it was so much fun. The one from the previous year was really cool. But when they pulled out, it was like I just went numb, and I was like, this is the time to move on.
Well, you identify as a race car driver from the time you're 10.
Dude, it's so hard. Yeah.
Yeah. How does that affect your sense of like identity? And purpose too.
Girl, I knew it was going to be challenging. I was so unprepared for how long I would be grieving and for how long I would be bitter because
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, and I'm a big believer in feeling your feelings and like letting yourself be in those moments because then that's when you get the discomfort to try to move on, but you need to process. Because it was what you said. It was like, this was my identity. This is how I preface everything. Like, I'm Julia the racer. All the work I was doing was for this personal mission that I was very passionate about. It was myself. It was my career. It was my brand. It was a lifestyle that I loved. I had full control over my time and everything. So then it's like, where am I going to find that kind of purpose? Somewhere else.